Welcome to Mind Your Business, the channel where we are in everybody's business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip. Hey, my nosy people. Well, go on. I hope everyone is blessed. I want to say a big thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome to Nosy People Them Crew. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button. Anyway, I came on here to talk about Ready to Love. And of course, it was an interesting episode. As usual, this one I found particularly interesting and particularly annoying in some aspects too. So let's just get straight to it. Right, so this week it was the men's week, of course. So they have to decide which woman was going to be evicted and sent packing, basically. And their task for the week was to take out their second option. Okay, remember, second option, right? So let's talk Eric. So Eric says that, Dakiya is his first connection and basically that it's his strongest connection. But he decides to take out Carmen, and we know that they've got a relationship from before. He spoke about that before and says it again, that they've, had a connection, apparently had some energy between them before. So I've actually liked Dakiya and Eric's connection before, but I didn't like him on this date with Carmen because I just felt like there's something there, like she's got something over him. I mean, he just chats too much. Because why are you telling Carmen about what happened with you and Dakiya and how you leaned in for a kiss and all this kind of business? It's not her business, because then she turns around and says, oh, how Dakiya is desperate. No, you're desperate. If you remember yourself coming in to interrupt them in the kitchen with your breasts hanging out, to make sure that, he could see you, and you're flirting up a storm as always. I would say that you come off more desperate than Dakiya. Dakiya comes off quite classy. And I don't know what it is with you, but I feel like with Carmen, she's a little bit intimidated by Dakiya for some reason. Yes, all the guys like her, and Dakiya is very confident in herself. But I feel like for some reason, Carmen is intimidated. She doesn't need to be. She clearly likes flirting up a storm. She's definitely good at getting sexual chemistry going with all the guys, because they all talk about having sexual energy between her and them, whoever she's on a date with. So clearly she's good at chasing men. So she shouldn't really be feeling the way back to Dakiya. But what I don't like about her attitude is that she seems to like throwing, shade towards Dakiya rather than just being like, each woman's their own. She's like, oh, well, she's desperate and she's this. So I don't like her snidey lot of comments that she makes. I don't think that's necessary. So yeah, when I wasn't feeling the fact that Eric decided to chat the business about them two, he was kind of gassing up Carmen as well by saying, oh yeah, you're the number one as well. So I don't like that. I don't like the fact that he went to both women and said the same thing essentially. So yeah, not feeling that little move by Eric. What was interesting was Demetrius went on a date with Tina, and I thought that was an interesting one because I really liked the way Tina kind of grilled him and gave him some questions. I liked her line of questioning, and because I can get her perspective, because I feel like, is he playing a game at the moment? Because he seems like he's in Sabrina, but now he's making a beeline for Tina. And the way he handled Joy as well, I wasn't too impressed. So I was kind of side-eyeing Demetrius. They had a good connection there. Obviously, he likes Sabrina, but we can tell that he definitely likes Tina as well. So I feel like it's getting a little bit messier now. When it's supposed to be slimming down, it's going to get a bit more messy. Now, Donovan, he seemed like somebody gave him a little kick up his backside, mate, because I think after seeing the whole truth and dare situation, he thought, I better get my skates on. So he went on dates with Carmen, Dakiya and Sabrina. I thought they all got along well, but you can see that clearly Donovan is feeling Sabrina quite a lot, and also had some sexual chemistry with Carmen. Also said that he really found Dakiya fun too. So, those three women are quite up there with the men at the moment. Dakiya went on a date with Clifton, and I thought that was interesting too, because remember they had a date much earlier on. Obviously, I like Clifton for Joy. That's just my personal preference. I like them together. But you can see that Dakiya and Clifton do have some energy there between them. And there's definitely some sexual energy between the two of them. And what was interesting, obviously, he done a full kind of U-turn on her, where he thought he had her pegged down as a 9-to-5 kind of person with a 9-to-5 attitude. But he got to realise that, no, she's quite outgoing and she likes to have fun too. So I think that kind of opened that up a bit for him. But again, I like Clifton for Joy. I'm just saying. Now, Paul annoyed me once again because he's taken Joy out, talking about, he hasn't really, had a chance to really connect with her. She is quite clear on who she's connecting with, and she doesn't want to waste no more of her time, which I get, because they've all gone through the process and like get to know each other, which is part of the process. But like, how much bouncing around do you need to do? So I feel like from Joy's perspective, she's like, I like Laverne, and she likes Clifton. So if she's got her too, I don't see why this is a big deal, because Paul, to me, he lied at the gentleman's club, because at the date, Joy let him know that she is now honing in on what she likes and she ain't really wasting no time. And she even said in the confessional part that, you know, she sees this date as platonic because, you know, she doesn't look at Paul that way. They get along, but that's not what she's interested in. And I think that's fine. I think it's fine for a woman to know her mind. So what annoyed me was the whole gentleman's lounge situation where her name came up in the friend zone for a few guys. Yes, we know it's about connecting, but if she's got a connection with Clifton and with Laverne, doesn't mean that she has a false connection with everybody else. I think that the whole idea is to have actual genuine connections. So she has genuine connections with two of those. So I don't like the way that it went, essentially, towards the end, because it felt like a bit of a Joy ambush towards the end. Well, not ambush, but, you know, I didn't like the way Demetrius kind of delivered the information to her about a lot of the guys are basically saying that she's, you know, basically putting her eggs in the two baskets that she likes. But if she's not got a connection, why should she force it? It's time to now start whittling down. Donovan's new, so he's been, he's got to have a chance to get around and meet other people. And obviously Tina's new to the process, so I can understand why obviously she's open to meeting Demetrius as well. So to me, it's just going to get more messier. While you've got someone like Joy who is like, you know, actually I do know who I like and I'd like to kind of pursue those connections. I think that shouldn't be a problem, because isn't that the same and the opposite in terms of Ace? Like Ace has only got a connection with really Laverne and maybe potentially with Tori. So why is no one giving her hassle? I just think that was ridiculous, and the right person went, which was Precious. But I don't think, you know, Joy should be made to feel bad for the fact that she has got connection with two people. She don't want to spread herself all over the place. She's done. She knows what she wants. Why is that a problem? What do you guys think? I just think it's a bit mixy, the way that they're doing that. It's a bit mixed up. I don't understand that way of thinking. Laverne and Ace, like, we saw that he took her out. And he's talking about he's really connecting with her. But again, there's something about him that I just feel like he's disingenuous. And I feel like he's using her a little bit. I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe because Joy gave the kiss to Clifton. He knows that obviously he's number two. So now he's thinking about himself and trying to like shift things around. But it's been interesting. I feel like the second dates definitely have shifted things. We know towards the ending that something happens, because after Precious gets sent home, the ladies reconvene with Tommy, and Dakiya reveals that, you know, there's been an incident between her and Eric and she doesn't want to date him anymore. So I really want to know what happened, and we'll be watching to see what did happen there. But to be fair, I feel like Eric was not going to be the right man for her now, particularly after the way he was going on the Carmen date. I don't think Dakiya would want any part of that, particularly the way he's chatting the business and also gassing her up, chatting about she's number one now, when he just said that it was Dakiya. So here's a get together. Maybe he's thinking, yeah, you know, if they got the same circle, she can help get him some more business, whatever. But we shall see in the future episode. But what did you guys think? Let me know below. Yes, so thanks for watching that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I am uploading some more of people's business. So until then, my nosy people, stay blessed.